You don't have to be loud to be heard. You just have to be true. That's what HR said.
Okay. This one's called We Belong Together.
Not on stage. Not in an interview. Quietly, to a fan after a show. Coming from anyone else, it's a nice quote. Maybe forgettable. But from him,
We belong together.
the man who invented loud for an entire generation, it cuts deeper. This is a story about a voice that changed everything. A voice that created hardcore punk, and then got drowned out by something darker. This is HR. The late 70s, Washington, D.C. 4 black musicians calling themselves Bad Brains, playing music 10 times faster than what anyone had heard before. Reggae roots, jazzy chops, punk energy, Rastafarian spirit. Nobody knew what to call it. But one thing was clear. HR was a force of nature.
There weren't too many kids in the hardcore scene that weren't influenced by Rock for Life.
Not just a frontman, a lightning rod, a human explosion.
And get established with our home life and be with our loved ones, our sons and daughters, and wanted to take time out to also give each other room to explore.
He backflipped across stages, screamed with more power than anyone.
When the vibes are right, then we come together. And when they're not right,
then turned around and sang sweet, spiritual reggae like a monk with a mic. Bad Brains' early shows became legend. Packed basement, crowd riots, sweat dripping off the ceilings. Pay to banned in DC. Hardcore punk existed before Bad Brains. But after them, it had a goddamn blueprint. And HR was at the center of it. But that kind of intensity has costs. By the mid-'80s, the crack started to show. HR would vanish before shows, or not show up at all. He'd play one song, then leave the stage. Sometimes mid-set, sometimes mid-sentence. He'd preach Rasta philosophy 1 minute, then curse out bandmates the next. Some called it ego, some called it drugs. But the real story, HR was starting to fracture. Mental illness doesn't knock. It creeps. It twists. In HR's case, it was paranoid schizophrenia, undiagnosed for years. He thought people were following him, recording him, that the band was stealing his thoughts. He heard voices. Not the artistic kind. And no one around him, not fans, not press, not even the band, knew how to handle it. So he got labeled as difficult, as unreliable, as crazy. And slowly the things he created started moving on without him. HR never stopped making music. He just stopped chasing the volume. While Bad Brains leaned heavier, more metal, more aggressive, HR pulled back. His solo work? Soft, meditative, almost ambient reggae. Albums like Human Rights and Charge were full of spiritual searching. They didn't chart, they didn't mosh, but they were honest. The fans who came looking for the old HR didn't always get it. Some accused him of selling out. Others said he had lost it. But the truth was, he was just trying to survive. HR got diagnosed. He got help. And most importantly, he stayed alive. In a scene littered with overdoses and suicides, that's its own kind of miracle. HR returned to Bad Brains more than once. Tours, reunions, even into the future in 2012. But it was never the same, and how could it be? His voice was quieter. His eyes were distant. The chaos controlled. And still, even at half volume, he was magnetic. Fans didn't cheer because he hit the old notes. They cheered because he was there.
Spending time on the road like this.
The kids, they come to me and tell me how much fun they're having, and they want to have more fun, and when it's the next show that they can come to. So I talk to Barry lines them up, and then I show up.
In 2016, a documentary dropped.
Something happened somewhere.
Pulled no punches. It showed the brilliance, the confusion, the meds, the breakdowns, the faith. It didn't glorify him. It humanized him. And that might be the most punk thing of all. Hardcore was built on rage. HR brought the rage. But he also brought vulnerability, spirituality, complexity. He showed that being loud isn't the same as being heard. He helped birth a scene, and then spent the next 40 years trying to find peace within it. Some people say HR went crazy, but maybe he just went deep. Too deep for a scene that couldn't slow down long enough to understand. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, talk to someone. There's no shame in it. There's power in surviving. You could check out your crisis coach and other mental health links in the description. This was Sessions, Icons and Demons, the great HR. Do your research, check him out, stay strong, and stay loud.
I'm Dr. Ben Michaelis, and this is 1 Minute Diagnosis. Today I will be talking about schizoaffective disorder. A person with schizoaffective disorder has an uninterrupted mood disorder such as a depressive or manic episode, during which time they also meet diagnostic criteria for schizophrenia. Specifically, 2 or more of the following 5 behaviors are present for a significant portion of time over a 1-month period. Delusions, which are beliefs that contradict generally accepted reality. Hallucinations, which are experiences of sights or sounds that do not actually exist. Disorganized or incoherent speech. Grossly disorganized or catatonic behavior, or negative symptoms such as diminished emotional expression. And that's schizoaffective disorder in a minute. For other diagnoses, please visit drbenmichaelis.com.